They seem to think if they can hold the Rio Grande in this area, they can win the war. The reality is, the war is lost. I don't know if they realize that yet. I haven't taken their key cities, of course. But the Mexico City will fall soon enough, and when it does, so will their extra victory points. Veracruz is already under siege. I can't pronounce the city. As soon as this falls, along with Veracruz and Mexico City, of course, and in Guadalajara, which I think I'm pronouncing right. I'm not good with Spanish names. Oh yeah, these guys aren't going to win. My troops are low on organization. It's not good. MacArthur's coming along rather nicely with the mobile defense doctrine. And we got to get some air doctrines going too. Mainly paratroopers. Paratroopers are always of use to me. Always. I don't... See, the thing is, I lost out on about a year of research. With the Civil War, I lost several tech teams and a large portion of research that... Ah, God, I hit this button again. Lost Albania. Well, Albania, I think it's actually pretty one-sided. Greece fighting Albania. I don't know why the Austrians control the Ionian Islands. There's really not too much to get there. I mean, a few resources, but not much. Another one of our ministers has been killed. Veracruz fell, as predicted. Maybe outright attack. I know this attack will fail, but it's gonna be a diversion. A much needed one. And it'll give these guys a fighting chance. Until fresh troops arrive. Got them on offensive too, so they get there soon. Oh, we've got an air force, we're not even using them. That's... sounds like something I would do. Beyond the range. Beyond range. Ground attack. I believe you could do these provinces. No. Oh, this is problematic. Can't use our air force. So we're going to just have to rely on... 4th of July, Independence Day, also known as the 4th of July, celebrates... sorry, I got distracted. Our celebrations took place all across the country today. People remember freedoms which were once theirs, but now were taken from them during the Civil War. Democracy will be restored. And we seem to have held the line. That's the cost, of course, of Romania. Romania. What is happening in Romania? It's a puppet of Bulgaria. And their land in Bulgaria appears to be a much larger nation than they were originally. This is problematic, or I don't know, I don't really think it affects us too much. So now we wait. We've already sieged this city. Guadalajara will fall. We seem to be suffering a great deal of defeats. I think the problem is I don't leave my troops enough time to properly reorganize. Oh, we'll give them some time. It's gonna be someone else's fault. We need like a month to reorganize our troops. Or let them gain organization. I know it hasn't been a month, but they're shifting troops to other parts of the front, and I can't allow that to happen. So we're going to order a pretty massive attack on them. And the Mexicans have had time to dig in. Education reforms. We need to reform the educational system. Schools are poor, and teachers keep the old democratic USA. We need to reshape programs to create a new United States of America where we have fighted in the battlefields. Now it is time for the battle for the children's minds. Army education is the future. So we're going to militarize everyone. We're going to force a victory in this province. We're going to even provide support from the units here. Close to 250,000 units, all coordinating on the attack of this, will overpower any slight disadvantage in organization. And cause them to retreat. Now there's only one defensive line. There's only one defensive line left standing between us and a victory. And trust me, that line won't be there for long. We need 1937 CAG. Better carrier air groups. We need them to continue to win victories against these things. Or against the Mexicans. They're offering us a better deal now. They're immediately going to launch a counterattack. As new units pour in, we'll be able to fight them back. Just while they're occupied with something else, we'll be in our own attack here. It'll take away 3 divisions, or at least drain the manpower of those divisions. I'd like to begin another attack. We can't bring in more troops. And more importantly, we can't be repulsed. They may be able to push us back, and they did. This is left rather interesting. They want to go this route, I'll go this route. They're just not going to like what they find. I wanted to preserve a good portion of their military. Fortunately, they've left me with little choice but to counterattack. You see. And now they're the ones who have outstretched themselves. They're the ones facing total encirclement now. And as you can see, we're about to cut off a large portion of their military. That little maneuver or counterattack kind of cost them a lot. And now they see what's happening. They see they can't pull enough units out of the gap in time. Now I'm sure I can make whatever deal I want. The Great New England Hurricane. Horrible news. A massive hurricane oh god, I messed up there. A massive hurricane to struck our nation. This is the first time since 18 69 that a hurricane has come to New England, and the repair costs are estimated to be in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Unfortunately, several hundred people have died in the mayhem unleashed by the hurricane. Help the survivors. Except this time we're cracking more than omelets, we're taking out a whole nation. I think with a puppet in Mexico, we can stave off the Central Americans. And that's unless they take Honduras, then we'll have to act. I leave you all here with a small update. You can see Mexico is basically fallen. I've got two options. I can sue for peace and make them a puppet, which keeps some of their military. I can just outright annex them and liberate them at another time. Or I can just outright annex them yet again and keep them a part of the USA. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think I should do. In the comments, of course. This is Mercs11 signing off.